Happy Friday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. I hope this reading finds you well. Thank you so much for turning up and tuning in. And today, November the 19th, is 1 month away from my 50th birthday. All presents can be sent to P.O. Box 1376, Vista, California, 92085. Anyway, thank you all so very much for turning up and tuning in. I greatly appreciate you being here. I greatly appreciate you watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting and subscribing. That is just so amazingly wonderful of each and every one of you. If you would like to donate, though that is not required or mandatory at all, but it is appreciated. You can find my PayPal link in the description below. So yesterday, I posted a picture of pick a figure. One was a Hape Pipe, a ladybug, an owl, and a Scarab Beetle. A lot of you picked the owl, of course. Some of you picked the ladybug and the Scarab Beetle, but a very small percentage of you picked the Hape Pipe. So we are going to start off with the Hape Pipe because it was the first one in the picture. Hape Pipe also has an owl on it. And for those of you who don't know, Hape is a sacred shaman snuff made predominantly in the Amazon jungle. It is a plant medicine with healing effects made from different plants in the Amazon for different purposes. Some heal the body, some open you up a lot more to spirituality. Some help you go deeper into meditation. It is taken in two ways. You can sometimes, like snuff, some put it in their mouth and just kind of let it mix it with a little spit, and then so there's that different kind. This particular Hape is in a powder form that looks like this, and it's usually delivered by a shaman or someone who is helping the shaman during ceremonies. So the Hape would go in one part, the other part would go up your nose, and the person, you would inhale, hold your breath, the person would blow, continue to hold your breath, don't inhale, and then give it a minute and then exhale. This is a personal Hape Pipe. So I deliver the medicine myself during meditations when I feel I am in a place to do so. You definitely don't want to do it when you're angry. You don't want to do it when you're upset. You don't want to do it when you're not feeling well. You want to do it when you're feeling connected to spirit and source. So that is the Hape and the Hape Pipe. So I've tried to choose decks that kind of go with the feel of the particular figures, and because this has to do with sacred medicine, for your reading, I've chosen the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck, as well as Postcards from Spirit and the Voice of Knowledge. These two decks will be used for all of them, but the next three will have particular decks that kind of go with the theme of what it's all about, or what that figure is all about. So we're going to put these over here, put my Hape Pipe over there, and we're going to shuffle the deck a little bit. I haven't used these cards much, so they kind of have a tendency to really stick together. I have two different types. This one's the borderless, and I have the one with the borders on them. So let's see what Spirit has to say for you, for those who've chosen the Hape Pipe. And also, kind of what I'm feeling from this is maybe those who have chosen the Hape Pipe are going on some spiritual journey or some sort of spiritual awakening that you may not even heaven sent, that you may not even the purification of your life, that you may not even recognize or realize at the moment, right? Perhaps you see a lot of numbers, a lot of synchronicities. Perhaps things are happening where you're just like, you don't really understand what's going on, but you know that there is something there. So you're on the verge of this, maybe this spiritual awakening. And if that is the case, I would do a lot of research on how you're feeling, what you're seeing, how to open up your chakras, your crown chakra and your third eye chakra being, I feel, the most important, as well as your base chakra, which is your connection, your grounding chakra, your connection to earth, the chakra of power. So if you are, my goodness gracious, these things stick together and they fly everywhere. There we go. Thank you. I think we have one or two. We have two. Yeah, two. Oh, look. Spirals of manifestation and big, bold vision. So I think this is very interesting that we have two cards that talk about, that really focus on the sixth chakra, which is the third eye. And I think that when I said something about going through the spiritual transformation and not really understanding or know what's going on, I think that was correct on my part. I think there are a lot of energies involved with you at the moment. You are going through this push and pull struggle on how you feel about yourself at the moment and how you feel about the life that you have led. So you may be getting all of these synchronicities or some sort of information in some way that is guiding you toward a different path. And that different path, I feel, brings about a lot of different changes in your life, which is where the purification of your life comes in. So not thinking the same, not feeling the same, not hanging around the same people, not physically feeling the same, not emotionally feeling the same, just like all of those things that have kept you back, all of those things that have held you down, all of those things that you took for granted before are becoming very important to you and are being magnified to. So if you weren't a person who believed in spirituality or who believed in um, uh, being able to speak to the other side, or didn't believe in meditation or visualization or things like that, somehow your mindset on that is starting to change. And so now you see yourself maybe having these visions or manifesting things that you've wanted quite easily just by talking about them and feeling good about them. And all of this together is changing the way you not only look at yourself, but the way you looked at your life from where you were to who you're becoming. And now everything is kind of set in place. I also want to bring out this card really quick because we have the Scarab Beetle here and this card. Look, hey girl, hey. We have the Scarab Beetle in this card. So for all of you who had picked the beetle, there is also, I also want to give a shout out to you in regards to speaking your voice, saying what you have to say. Be very vocal about this transformation and this manifestation that you both, the Hape and the beetle, seem to be kind of bringing in or working on. Or, you know, some people are just so, they make this transformation and they don't even they don't even know what's happening or what's going on. All they know is everything is now different. The way they feel, how they look at life, their connection to spirituality, maybe to crystals, maybe to tarot, maybe to oracle, maybe it's a healing. And they start going down that rabbit hole and diving really deep and learning about visions and transformation and purification of life and the vision sent from spirit and source. And they start learning more and more about spirit and source, and they start learning more and more about gods and goddesses, and they start learning more and more about ancestors and how to work with different types of medicines, and not medicines like over-the-counter doctor medicines. I'm talking about plants outside in your front yard, roots of those plants, different types of flowers and herbs that have a tendency to help with inflammation or tummy troubles or this or that. I am not a doctor in no way whatsoever, and I'm not giving any kind of medical advice here. But there seems to be this shift and this change in how you, number one, Rape, are looking at life. And it's this amazing, beautiful transformation. And don't hide it. Whatever you do, don't hide it. Take the images as they come, research those images, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to the synchronicities around you. Be very vocal about how you're feeling. Talk to yourself, meditate. When I have visions, and when I hear spirit talking to me, I'm talking right back at you, spirit. I'm saying, what do you want me to do today? Which path should I take today? What should I do today? Should I rest today? Okay, there's not going to be any readings today. I'm just going to go chillax on the couch and Netflix all day, or do something, or maybe meditate half the day, or maybe walk in the woods, or go to the ocean or whatever. But pay attention. You're on this beautiful transformation here. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention to your visions. Both of you, Rape and the Beetle, pay attention to your visions. Pay attention to what spirit is showing you. Pay attention to the downloads. Pay attention to how you're manifesting and what you're manifesting in your life. And when it's easy for you to do so, give acknowledgement to that. I am a mighty manifester. I am able to manifest whatever I desire in my life. I am able to acknowledge the downloads coming from spirit. I am able to acknowledge the messages given from spirit. I am able to acknowledge the visions given from spirit, or the dreams given from spirit. And I am able to use that knowledge and everything that spirit has given me to manifest what I desire. And I am very vocal about it, very grateful about it. I allow spirit to purify my life. I ground myself into the earth and allow spirit to not only purify my life, but to purify my chakras, to purify my heart, to purify how I feel about myself and how I feel about others, and the way I perceive the world around me now during this change, during this transformation. So let's see what the wisdom cards have for you, or the knowledge cards. So 2 fell out. We have life creates what is real, and I create a story about what is real. The story is how I qualify, justify, and explain what I perceive. My story is my creation, and it's a masterpiece of art. I co-create. Every time we lie to ourselves, judge ourselves, and reject ourselves, our emotional reaction isn't pleasant. The pain is letting you know that we have to do something to stop the abuse. Emotional pain is a symptom of being abused. So I feel like you are going through this transformation. We have the lotus flower here. And the life that you may have had, telling yourself all the time that you're unworthy, or that you're not worthy of, the power within self, that you're undeserving, that you may have gone through times where other people have told you all of these negative things about yourself, and you projected those things on yourself, and then, excuse me, had them for so long, you thought that that was truth. There is nothing farther from the truth. You are deserving. You are a miracle manifester. You are someone who is going through this beautiful change, and show gratitude to self, show gratitude to spirit, and allow yourself to embrace the change that is coming into your life at the moment. It may have been a part of your life for some time. It's just now that you're a little bit more open to what's happening and what's going on in your life, around you, and to you. So let's see what postcards from Spirit has to say. Thank you. So it says, dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth into existence. Love is without condition, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it. and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as others separate from, better or less than. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you, always and forever. We adore you over here. So again, step away from the judgment, step away from the pain, step away from um, the pain brought on yourself by others. Step away from that that mind thinking, that way of feeling that others may have projected on you, and step into the love and the light from spirit. So if you've chosen the Hape Pipe, this is your reading. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you this morning. Have a great and blessed day. Bye. Good Friday morning, Ladybug lovelies. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your Ladybug reading. So I did some research on the Ladybug last night, and I found that the spiritual connection to the Ladybug is about domestic balance, inner peace. I don't know why I was about to say domestic violence. Domestic balance, inner peace, good health associated with the root chakra, energy of your physical environment, touch base with your inner child, connect with your enthusiasm and innocence. So if that resonates with you, you know, sometimes in life we get bombarded with all of this adult stuff that we have to do, work, family, jobs, a lot of responsibility. And we are born into this world as just so innocent and so beautiful. And as we go into our childhood, there's this innocence and enthusiasm of everything. Everything is new to us, and we want to experience everything. And then as we get older, we are told, nope, this is all of that's done. You got to do this now. So you're being asked to find that innocence again. You're being asked to find that enthusiasm again for life, you know. And I mentioned domestic violence in the beginning, so I think perhaps maybe some of you have been through that kind of situation, and you're getting out of that and moving on into a life of your own. And I know, coming from a domestic violence background, that it's very difficult to find, to trust, number one, and to find that enthusiasm and that innocence that is, you know, taken away when we go through situations like that, when anyone goes through situations like that, regardless of who you are. And it's very difficult to find that enthusiasm for life again and that innocence. But as we grow stronger and take ourselves out of the victimhood mentality into the mentality of a survivor, we then can walk out of that mask that we wear, and that those walls that we build up, and we start breaking those walls down and walk beyond that mask and really find that joy for life again, that innocence for life again, and that enthusiasm for life again that has been picked away or taken away at us, one at a time. And you're also being asked to kind of take back your power, grounding yourself. Um, I find it very helpful I have a grandma and grandpa tree out front, a mama tree, a daddy tree, a grandma tree, and a grandpa tree. And depending on how I feel, I'll go to whichever tree I'm being drawn to and place my hands upon it and ask the tree to take the energy that I'm feeling, be it negative, and to transmute that back into love. And then I'll sit with my back against the tree and I'll start cleansing my chakras, starting from my root chakra, which is my chakra of power. And I also want, if you know, if you're comfortable with removing um, that label of victim, removing that label of victim, and placing a new label on yourself. Um, and that label is survivor. That label is goddess. That label is strength. That label is beautiful. That label is enthusiastic and amazing and a beautiful passion for life again, all of those. And we don't even have to call them labels. We can just call them um, we can just say, these are the things I want to experience in life again, and then allow yourself to experience those things in life again. So yes, so that is kind of what I'm getting for you, my beautiful ladybug. And we are going to set you back there and see what the Everyday Witch Tarot has for you. At some point in time, feeling left out, feeling alone, feeling left out in the cold, not feeling as if you've had anyone to talk to, or anyone that you can confide in. No, those two no. This one yes, because it jumped out. Alrighty. Let's see what we have here. I love the Page of Cups card. I do. Just finding that innocentness again, just to be creative and just to get out of that box and kind of set yourself free. The Knight of Wands is on this mission, and he's willing to, he's ready. He's got his little wand ready to just, fight for what he wants and continue to go in the direction you're going, but don't let anybody dissuade you from that. Don't let anybody stop you from that moving forward and that creating what it is that you're trying to create and the direction you desire to go in. Don't let anybody get in your way, not even if it's a fire-breathing dragon. And then we have and go forward with passion and excitement as well. It's a beautiful adventure that awaits you. So don't allow anything or anyone to get in your way. And if you have to use that wand, then you have to use the wand. So we have what we start off the deck with is the Five of Pentacles, and this is feeling as if you've been left out in the cold. And the interesting thing here is that we have two houses or one houses where the lights are on, and then you have this lantern that is guiding the way to something very different for you. I feel something to where you're not feeling left out, something to where you are able to use your imagination and your creativity and your passion to push forward out of that time of feeling left alone or feeling abandoned or feeling as if no one cares what happens to you. And when we step out of that mindset as victim, and we step into the mindset of the Queen of Wands, someone who is strong and someone who is nurturing at the same time. And strong and nurturing doesn't mean that you have to take shit from anyone. Strong and nurturing means that you stand your ground and you find that strength, but when you say what you have to say and you mean what you mean, you do it with compassion and you do it with a sense of love and nurturing. You can still be a badass. You can still be a badass and be a mom. You can still be a badass and be a friend. You can still be a badass and help those who were in the same position as you were by being there for them. You can still be a badass and be someone who is compassionate and who has empathy for the strive and the struggles of others. Okay? So then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So now what? What direction do we go? What do we do? What do you want to do? So the world is your oyster now. So you've moved yourself out of a place of feeling abandoned or unworthy or left alone into a time of using your creativity and your passion to be fierce, to be strong, to create a life that you've wanted. For crying out loud, a dragon is her throne. So you're not doing bad where you are. Your life has changed extensively. And now you're in a place to be able to do whatever it is that you want to. And the Page of Cups is just like, find that inspiration everywhere and anywhere you want to. Just go for it and just do it. And then we have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is kind of like, you know, the Queen of Wands. He's willing to fight for it too. So continue to have that fight. Continue to be brave and have that power. Continue to take back your power. And you know, whoever or whatever situation made you feel lost and alone over here, that's not where you are anymore. So we are going to no to that. That's not where you are anymore. Now you're in a place of strength and resilience. Now you're in a place of being able to create whatever it is that you want to create. Do you want to explore the world? Explore the world. Do you want love? Manifest that. Do you want to write a book? Do it. Do you want to buy a house? Okay, we'll put that out there and make the journey to being able to buy a house, or get a further your education, or find love and find romance. Whatever it is that you want to do, the world is your oyster. Just do it through the eyes of that innocence and enthusiasm, right? And if it's something that is worth fighting for, then just continue to do it with that passion and that excitement and that adventure. But don't let anybody take your shit away from you. Don't let anybody steer you in the wrong direction. And the Six of Cups here is all about appreciation, appreciating self, appreciating, allowing others to appreciate you, and doing small gestures for someone. And those small gestures mean everything to someone who used to be in a situation like you were in. And I also want to talk about the Six of Cups as perhaps maybe someone coming in from the past and reconnecting with you again, and you talking about old times, or um, you know, just really having a good time and talking about the quote unquote good old days. It could be a high school friend, it could be an ex-partner that, you know, at one time you were good together and you grew apart, who may be coming back in. And this could be someone who you could start a new journey with. But whatever the case is, it's just a small gesture that could make someone feel important, who maybe not have who may be not having a good day, someone who may be going through something that they don't feel that they can that they can talk to someone, and just being there for them, to listen to know that they're acknowledged and appreciated, can make such a difference in someone's life. So while you're out there making the best of your world, and being appreciated by those around you, give a little bit of time to show appreciation to those who may have less, and who may be in a situation that you have come out of, or coming out of a situation that you may have experienced in the past as well. So let's see what the knowledge cards have for you. Don't believe. Okay, so here we go. Don't believe yourself. So don't believe the storytellers, the voice of knowledge in your head, especially when the voice is going against you. Listen to yourself. Listen to your story, but don't believe it, because the story you are writing is mostly fiction. It isn't real. Don't believe the storyteller, the voice of knowledge in your head, especially when the voice is going against you. So if you have those little voices in your head telling you you'll never be, you'll never be, you'll never be, don't listen to them. It's not real. It's not real. You are writing your story. You believe in yourself. You believe in the story that you are writing for yourself. And that is what's real. So here we go. Let's see. Postcards from Spirit. There we are. Okay. Dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, oh Lord have mercy, multidimensional, beings. Okay, let's start over. If you're entering the age of consciousness, it's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multi-sensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your sole job is to discover those essential truths here on Earth, where we all agree to play. Today, trust your spidey senses, read between the lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and the world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. So trust in self, trust in who you are, trust in what you believe of yourself at this moment, not the past story we used to tell ourselves, but the current story we tell ourselves. Find that innocence and enthusiasm. Fight for what you want, but show passion and compassion. And get out there and do what you desire to do. And show empathy to others. Show compassion to others. And remember, that little ego that's inside your head that tells you those stories that make you feel like shit isn't your friend. It has no idea what it is that you desire. The only thing that ego knows is what ego desires. And what ego desires is for you to fail and stay in a stagnant wheel of motionlessness, fear, unworthiness, and undeserving. So kick that in the bud. Talk to you guys later. Have a great and wonderful day. Sending you guys many blessings, love, and light. Bye. Good morning, my owl lovelies. I hope this reading finds you well. So we are here. If you've chosen the owl, this is your reading. So as we know, the owl symbolizes the spiritual symbolism for the owl is death, new beginnings, and higher understanding. So you could be going at this moment through a transformation of some kind, be it a physical transformation, personal, emotional transformation, or of course, a spiritual transformation. I don't know if I said that. I was talking too fast. So I am using for your deck the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms because owls are also about wisdom and about knowledge. So you may also be going back to school, furthering your education, getting a degree into something, getting a degree into education that helps you share that knowledge and that wisdom. You may be also a healer, someone who perhaps a therapist. Yeah, so let's see what this reading has for you. So Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. You'll also be getting a card from Postcards from Spirit and the Voice of Knowledge deck. So if you've chose the beautiful Jade Owl, this is for you. Let's see, yes. Understanding. That's another word that's coming to mind. For those of you who have picked the owl, I feel that you're able to understand where people come from. You have an understanding of, and it's a more of a spiritual understanding of people and what they're going through, their backgrounds, perhaps. You know, someone can say something and not a lot of us are able to resonate 100% or understand 100% where another person is coming from, regardless of their background. But I think that you have this uncanny ability to really understand people and where they come from and their background, regardless if you can resonate with it on a physical level, you're able to resonate with it on an emotional and spiritual level too. So you have that type of knowledge that you, even though you haven't been there, done that, the advice that you give or the words that you speak can be very comforting to them because somehow you're able, you're in tune and able to resonate with them on a different level. So the first card, the Resting Tree. Patience and stillness. So you're being asked to have patience, to go within, to listen to guidance from spirit, which I kind of feel is where you get your guidance from. Discernment, clear vision, and details. The ringmaster of scrutiny. Look at him. He's just making things happen down there. Did he just turn that mouse into something or something into that mouse? There's a little fairy there. Wow. Yeah, I think that's where that further understanding comes from, that ability to understand and help others. And you also may have had something to do about that in the past life. So you're reading the other day, if you had the past life thing, the Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. Ooh, you know, I like the acquiring a knowledge, but how is this person doing it, right? So is there someone in your life right now that may be a little bit insecure about, um, you know what, I'm going to take that back. Perhaps you're the one that's insecure about your connection to source, your connection to spirit, right? And spirit is trying to help you gain a higher connection to source and self. And you're manipulating that in a way of maybe just shutting it off or not really understanding it. You have this uncanny ability to help others. So I wouldn't know why you were pushing away from, sorry, excuse me, pushing away from that the amazing knowledge that you do have, pushing away from that beautiful, amazing spiritual connection you have of yourself. Now, this could be also someone who is trying to manipulate you, someone who is very insecure about their life, someone who is very insecure about what you are able to do by the connection that you have with others, and how you're able to easily define that connection between you and other people. So, but if this is you going through a time of insecurity, going through a time of really not understanding, you're being asked to acquire the knowledge of understanding. If you're new to this spiritual journey, if you're new to stepping into your own power, one more card, please. If you're new to the spiritual journey and stepping in to your own power, not 9 cards. I said 1, guys, come on. All right, thank you. Oh, and the winged wise one. Well, there we go. We have the owl, sort of, kind of. Angelic help and miracle aid, miraculous aid. The resting tree, patience and stillness. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision and details. The shadow queen, and the winged ones. Okay, so I think that's what's happening here. I think that you're stepping into this time of knowledge. I think you're stepping into this time of spirituality. I think you're stepping into this time of having a more clear vision of how powerful you are, of how divine you truly are. But as you're acquiring the knowledge and the details on how to take the ability that you have and put it into a practice, or how to use it in your own life, you've become very insecure about it too, right? So, am I worthy of this? Is this really real? Am I able to really tell someone's path, or am I really able to speak to those who have passed? Am I really able to tune into the afterlife? Am I really able to sense when spirit is around? Am I really able to talk to the fairies or the dragons or the fae folk? Am I really able to manipulate magic? Am I really able, or manipulate candles in regards to magic? Am I really able to manifest? Am I really, is someone really listening when I meditate, when I visualize? Is someone paying attention? Is someone really, so it's a constant question. And so you're being asked to have patience here and sit still. Stop asking so many damn questions. Sit still. Remember when I talked about the tree? Finding a tree and being still with the tree and allowing the tree to absorb all those uncertain feelings that you have about yourself or within yourself. You are as powerful as you think you are, but you judge yourself harshly for it. You judge you judge it. You judge it. You have no idea how amazingly gifted you are, and your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors are going, hey, we're here to help you. We're here to aid you on this path. You are never, if you're just starting out on this journey, if you're someone who's been on this journey for a minute, if you're someone who's been on this journey for many lifetimes, you are not alone here. You are not alone. You have such a cheerleading section on the other side, be it your ancestors, be it your angels, be it your guides, be it whomever, here on earth and here on this earthly plane and over on the other side. You have this amazing knowledge, but you're quite insecure about it. And I think you're even insecure about it, even though you have, even though it has proven itself to you many times, right? You may have manifested something and thought, oh, come on now, I didn't really do that. You may have done something or read somebody before and everything was just so accurate, it was scary. And sometimes that can be a little frightening. So I think you have this clear vision of what it is that you're able to do, but there's resistance there. There's a lot of insecurity there. And you want to turn it into a fluke or um, this isn't really what it really is, or I don't understand what I'm doing, or I don't know how to do this, or this is crazy, or I'm just a human. I shouldn't be able to do this. No, you're more than just a human. You are an absolute spirit having this human experience. And we are here to experience these things. You are here to bring those from the dark into the light. So still yourself, my friend. Still yourself and have patience and connect with your guides and allow your guides and your angels to show you that yes, everything that's happening with you and within you on a spiritual level, this change that you're going through, this transformation that's happening is real. You are able to help those. You are able to acquire the knowledge. You are able um, to have visions. You are able to connect with spirit. You are able to connect with source. You are able to manifest and some people are able to work candle magic like nothing I've ever seen before. I'm taking baby steps into that. Baby steps. I'm a fire sign, so I don't want to get too out of control. Um, I'm actually a fire sign, an earth sign, and an air sign, so I can make all sorts of chaos. And that's not something I want to do. So I take baby steps into doing, what it is I'm capable of doing. And I have a tendency when I feel it, when I feel that magic or that ability really start to come up, I kind of step back and let it kind of die down. I don't know really um, what would happen if I just kind of let it go. So be still, have patience, allow your angels to help. You have quite the abilities here that you are judging harshly and that you are not using to the full ability that you're capable of. Allow it. Allow it and have fun with it. And remember, hurt no one. Hurt no one. Always use what you do for good. Always help others who are in a time of darkness. Guide them toward the light. Be patient and still. Listen to your guides and allow your angels and your wonderful team on the other side to help. Let's see what the card of knowledge has for you. So the mind is fertile ground for concept, ideas, and opinions. If we believe a lie, that lie takes root in our mind and can grow big and strong like a tree. One little lie can be very contagious, spreading its seeds from person to person when we share it with others. So I don't feel necessary it's a lie, perhaps a lie to self that you are that you keep telling yourself you're not as powerful as you are, you're not as strong as you are, you're not as amazing as you are. And if we continue to tell ourselves that, we're insecure about that we are, I mean, if you did something, if you did something or had a vision and or read for somebody and it was so accurate, or that vision came true, and you said to yourself, oh, that's just coincidence, or no one can do that, or whatever. Stop lying to yourself. Start accepting who you truly are. Start accepting the abilities that you have. Start accepting your power and walk into that power. We all have it. We are all capable of it. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to others. You are powerful. You are a creator. You are a manifester. You are a spiritual being. Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new vision, a new version of yourself, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside of you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it's exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and pushback when you're entering any kind of new relationship, and it's okay to admit that you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow the new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, which is spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are excited to see where this will take you next. We are so proud of you. And there you are. Spirit is saying, you're stepping into a new version of yourself. Allow it to happen. There may be a little pushback, but it's okay to have that kind of relationship when you are in this kind of transformation. Believe in yourself. Allow what you're going through to take shape. Stop pushing back on this amazing gift and ability that you have. And Spirit is right beside you and helping you walk through this time. So take Spirit hand and go as slowly as you need to, but enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey and celebrate it. You're worth it. Until next time, my darlings. Many blessings to you. Enjoy your new journey. Bye. Good morning, darlings. This is Mary Elizabeth, and if you've chosen the Scarab Beetle, this is your reading. So Scarab Beetles, immortality and resurrection, transformation, creation, and metamorphosis of life. So you could be going through a different version of your life, moving from one mindset to another mindset. The Scarab Beetle was also used by the Egyptians, and they're very well loved by the Egyptians. They were used in everything from in their paintings on the walls with their headgear on sarcophagi. So pretty much they were sacred to the Egyptians. The deck that I'm using for this is the Fallen Angel Oracle deck. It's a deck that I've had for a very long time, and one that I don't use a lot because it's kind of very dark, and I don't know why I've chose it for the Scarab Beetle, because I do have an Isis Egyptian deck, but I felt drawn to use this one. So you will also be getting a message postcards from Spirit and a knowledge wisdom card. So let's see what this wonderful, beautiful, amazing Fallen Angel deck has for you. I love this deck. I truly, truly do. All right, so we have Spirits of Nature. We also have Transformation. We talked about that because the beetle is about transformation. I'm sorry, the scarab is about transformation. Command. Wow, that one just kind of flew off into nowhere land. Illusion. Honesty. And upheaval. Look at that. What a beautiful card. Huh. Like I said, they're kind of dark. So Because I am not, because I love this deck and don't use it a lot, I'm curious about one card, and I'm going to do a little bit of reading on that one first. So give me 1 minute. I usually don't read from books, but this one is interesting. Okay. All right, got it. All right, spiritual nature transformation. Command is about taking control of one's life. Then we have the illusion, which is about fear, upheaval, and being honest. So with all of that said, I feel that you're going through a time of transformation in life. That what things have been to you recently has been more of an illusion. Perhaps there have been people around you who have been guiding you down a path that they say um, is good for you, or people who are very toxic, but you really can't see it. But by the things that they do and the things that they say and how they make you feel, you get kind of a feeling or a sense of it, but now but it's what you know. So you're being asked to be honest with yourself and take control of your life. That the people that you are around, what they are offering you, what the vibe they are giving off, and how they project themselves to you, or how you think of them, it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. And it's time to really be honest with yourself. I think that there are a lot of, look, there's a ladybug. I think there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of guides around you. I think you're very connected with nature. And I think that I kind of feel that there are a lot of nature guides around you that are helping you through this transformation and kind of helping you see what is helping you see through that illusion and to be honest with yourself. The problem is that when we see people for who they truly are and we start backing away, it kind of feels like these people are people who would really become very angry or irate and cause a lot of drama, which is where the upheaval comes in. So I also feel that you're being asked to distance yourself from whomever these people are or whatever the situation is. It could be a job situation, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be a lover. But you're being asked to also step out in nature and allow the spirit of nature to kind of guide you through this. As I said before, I feel that you're connected with nature spirits, and in a nature setting, I feel that that is kind of where you get your answers from. I also want to say your power from. It's where you get the ability to kind of feel empowered and the ability to take control. But you can't always make your decisions when you're in nature, so you kind of have to take that with you, that feeling of empowerment and feeling of control. So you're being asked to, if it's going out in nature and talking to your spirits and guides and taking that wisdom that you have acquired and taking control of your life and seeing through that illusion and removing yourself from this situation. Because once you do that, your life goes through a transformation. And I think that's why we have the moth here. And this one card says it all. That's why we have the moth here. And it's really going through this transformation and being brutally honest with yourself about the way that you have been living your life and how you have been allowing other people to control that, to control your life, to control where you are, the movement of your life, your worthiness, the decisions you make, the actions you take, and looking through that illusion and just being brutally honest with yourself. And that's the only way that this rebirth, this transformation comes through, happens. And it's really needed at this moment. And yes, there will be a lot of upheaval. Yes, these people will be angry and upset. Yes, they will feel as if you have abandoned them. And that's so weird. I just lost the whole deck. There it is. They will feel as if you have abandoned them. And there may be times when you feel, sometimes we get into situations that are very comfortable, regardless of how toxic they are. And we stay in that toxicity, even though we know it, because it's familiar to us. And when we move away from the familiar, we feel as if our life is turned upside down, and there's this feeling of upheaval or uncertainty or fear. But we really have to see through. I want to draw a card, another one. We really have to see through this illusion in order to make the transformation that we need to make in our lives at the moment. So you're really being asked to step out of whatever the situation is, and to allow yourself to step into a time of abundance and prosperity and growth, and not stay in this situation where everything that you're seeing is just an illusion, And it'll be hard, even when you step out of this, and you step out on your own, and the upheaval comes, even though it's a time of transformation, it'll be a little difficult, because you're stepping away from what it is that into a time of your own, being alone, feeling, sometimes lonely. Who do I talk to? Well, now is the time to make new people. New people where you don't have to fool yourself into thinking that they're good people. People who are actually good people. This is a time of transformation for you, and it could be a great time. And once you get past the upheaval and the uncertainty of it all, there is a time of transformation. There is a time of abundance. There is a time of prosperity. But right now, everything that you're living is an illusion. It's time to break through that illusion. Okay, look, we talked about nature. Our true nature is to play and explore a life in the moment, and to enjoy. As little children, we are completely authentic. Our actions are guided by instinct and emotions. We listen to silent voices of our integrity, and nobody teaches us to be that way. We are born with it. The next one says, I express love by jumping into the sea of love. And I want to just love yourself. Find enthusiasm in this transformation. Find love for yourself in this transformation. Even in the time of upheaval and uncertainty, find that love for yourself. And faith is the power of creation. If we invest our faith in a lie, that lie becomes truth. If we believe we are not good enough, then that shall be done. We are not good enough. If we believe we are not good enough, that will be done. We are not good enough. If we believe we will fail, because that is the power and magic of faith. So have faith that this transformation will be what you need to feel empowered, that this transformation is what you need to see beyond the illusion of others, that this transformation is what you need to direct your life in a way that will be honest to who you truly are. And I want to give a shout out to the ladybug here, because the ladybug, in regards to spirituality, is domestic balance, inner peace, good health associated with the root chakra, energy of your physical environment, and touching base with your inner child and connecting with enthusiasm and innocence. So getting past this illusion will help you find that inner peace and that balance with self. And as you move on through this transformation, despite the upheaval and uncertainty, you will find that enthusiasm for life again, but you're not going to find it living in illusion. You're not going to find it living in a world where people keep you trapped into believing their story, and keeps you away from truly finding you and who you are. So we have, dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want you to be. Now, it didn't say want you to be, but it says you think others may want. Now it is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Be yourself. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimate happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone, and no one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them the prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. So there you have it. And Spirit even says, wake up to the illusion that is around you. No one can create your life but you. No one can create your success but you. No one can create your happiness but you. Look through the illusion of what this situation is. And even though there'll be a little pushback and a little uncertainty, what you will gain out of this is you telling your own story and you walking in your own path and you being who you genuinely are, not who others want you to be and not what you think others desire you to be. This is all about you. So take back your power, take back your life, look through the illusion and walk your own path. Have a great and wonderful day, and I send you love and light. Bye.